Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a bit of a different one. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing Sean Devine's new book. Now, the book is called Beyond Fantasy, and I actually received this book the day before this upload. Now, I didn't make a video that day because I had to finish up college. But now that I'm done with college, I should be able to upload more regularly. So I'm going to be talking about that and one more thing at the end of this video. So without wasting too much time, let's get straight into it here. So even though I did receive Beyond Fantasy, I did already open up the package, and I do want to show you, okay, so it's right here then, that I actually have Sean Devine's first book here. Now this is called Divinations, and I already have a video on this book, and I did teach a few effects out of here. So I will leave the review of this book down below in the description, and I will leave, I think there were 2 effects I taught that was voted on by you guys. So I will leave those 2 effects down below as well. But this is a really nice book. You should try to get if you can. I don't know if you can get any more, but I would if I could, if I were you, if that made sense. So now let's get straight into the unboxing. Now, I didn't look at anything except open up the package, because if you know me, you know when it comes to opening packages, it takes a long time. I didn't want to waste any time in the video, so let's go ahead and see what this book is. Gonna hide all the shipping address here. Okay, so here is Beyond Fantasy. Now, if you did see Sean's latest video, then you will have seen the front of the book. But if you didn't, I think, can you, okay, I think you can see this right here. Okay, so if you checked out Sean's last video, then you will have seen the cover of the book. But for those of you that didn't, here's what the cover looks like. Okay, so as you can see, gonna put it there. So as you can see, the first thing is that there is a white border right here for the outside of the book. Then there's a orange border. And then I don't know if this is a black or a dark blue, but that's part of the next border. I call them borders. Then it's going to be a white border. And then, but notice how the white border doesn't actually connect, unlike the black border. And then the orange border, and this actually has a lot of stuff in it. So first, and it looks like white bubble letters here. They could be block letters, but it says Beyond Fantasy, all in capital letters. And then it has a nice orange background. Now, right after that is the white background, and this actually says in orange bubble letters, so it's reversed, by Sean Devine. And you can also see, it looks like Sean Devine's arm and hand right here. And he's holding 2 cards, the Ace of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts. Okay, I'm going to let you see that. I think right there. Okay, so this was the front of the book, and something I also noticed here was that the corner of the book is a little dented, which I will show you at the end, because I did see some stuff in here when I opened it up, so I don't want to spoil that. So here is the back of the book. Has a white border, has the orange border, then it looks like the black border, and then it has Sean's logo, which is black and white. Then it has, I'm going to say his catchphrase, happy practicing. And then there's a little introduction on the back. So this is the back of the book. So if I read the back of the book here for you, it says this. This book is beyond fantasy. Back in 2018, I had an idea to write my very own magic book, simply because I love magic books. You see, each time I read an old book, my brain can't help but go into creative mode. For instance, if I read an effect requiring a full deck setup, I come up with ways to achieve the same effect with a borrowed shuffled deck. And when it's all said and done, it's usually an entirely different effect from what I started with. Almost all the effects in this book are a product of that approach. You'll find effects that were inspired by the works of Ed Marlowe, Simon Aronson, John Bannon, and all the other guys we know and love. As I write this blurb for the back of the book, it still feels very surreal that I'm done writing it. It started out with a fantasy of having my own book, and it turned out beyond what I had imagined. I hope that you enjoy reading it as much as I did putting it all together for you. Happy practicing, Sean Devine. So I'm guessing that's where the name Beyond Fantasy came from. But this is the back of the book, and it's a really nice, I'm going to call it intro, maybe. I could be wrong. It also has Sean's signature. So this is the book. Okay, so if we open up the book here, we're going to see right here that we have a little sticker, and it's actually Sean's new logo. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it's supposed to be his initials, so S and D, but it's a very nice sticker. And he also wrote something else. So let's see here. He wrote, John, thank you so much for all of your support. You're truly an inspiration to us all. Love ya, buddy, Sean Devine. I'll show you that right here. Gonna have to bring this up. Table just isn't big enough. I think you can see that right there. Okay, so if we go through the book here, let's see here. Okay, so if you flip it, you're gonna see that it says Beyond Fantasy, The Card Magic of Sean Devine, copyright 2022 by Sean Devine, first edition. Then when you flip it again, you're gonna see the table of contents on this side, and you're gonna see something on this side. Now this side says, well, first of all, it has his logo, and it says written by Sean Devine, photos by Sean Devine, cover design by Manuel Sa, S.A. I apologize if I pronounce any names wrong. Sa, Swa. And then it says forward by Adam Borderline. So if I flip it, there's going to be a forward by Adam Borderline. Then we're going to get straight into I'm going to say what he teaches. So let me read the forward. So it says, forward, Beyond Fantasy from the mind of Sean Devine. Having had the privilege of knowing Sean for a number of years, watching the pursuit of perfection and his flawless execution develop into what you see today, a book was inevitable. What sets Sean apart is his purity to the art form. His magic lives in a modern golden age. This book isn't just about card sleights, it's his refined, tried, and tested personal mind-blowing magic. I'm fortunate to know a great true underground card expert. Not only will you journey through his creative process, but you'll see where he's taken the art form to new heights, utilizing routines from previous masters. Each trick delivers a beautifully constructed, well thought out plot, and when combined with Sean's teachings, it becomes imperceptible. This book is a modern day masterpiece, written with blood, sweat, and tears. Adam Borderline. That's a really good forward. I like that a lot. I don't think Divinations had this much. No disrespect to Divinations, but this book has a lot in it. So can you see that? I think you can. So here's the forward. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna read off the table of contents, and if there's anything you would like to see me teach, maybe. I'm gonna ask Sean first though, but if there's anything you would like to see me teach, leave it down below in the description, okay? So I'm gonna read off everything in here, and if Sean grants me permission to teach any of these, I will do it. But if he doesn't want me to, I won't teach it. So here's the table of contents. Now I will put all of these in the description down below if you want to check out there, okay? But no guarantees that I will be able to teach these. So here's everything. Deposit slip, makeshift, freewheel, U-turn, so the letter U, the real dribble toss, subtlety, overlook, lockdown force, push control, jet stream, open prediction, 2917, the real deal, Willo, 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 an, another fate trick, SWOP, 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 Glamour. This one I'm not too sure how to say. Caballerial, Caballerial, Caballerial. It's after Glamour. So Caballerial, Imaginaces, Sus, Pedal Pusher, Dead Ringer, Sublimate, Fastest Reverse on Earth, Self-Making Sandwich, Sapphire, Buzzwords, Jumping the Shark, High Fidelity, Exquisite, Catch the Ace, A.T.A.A.N, 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 Menace, Touch, Reimagined, Apollo, The Secret Move, Hopscotch, Hamman Cheese, Hamman. So that's all word. So that's one word. Hamman Cheese. Second Wind, French Drip, and Grand Sham. So once again, these will be down below in the description. And a few things actually I want to point out. I might make a separate video on this, but I noticed that some of the tricks or effects in this book are actually in Divinations. So I think for my next video, I might compare both books and see which tricks are in both of these books. And I might go ahead and try with his videos as well. No guarantees, but I think that would be a fun video. But just to give you one of them. Okay, so you can see. So where my finger is, jumping the shark, that is actually here at page 86, jumping the shark. Now, I will leave the table of contents down below so you can see, but I wonder if it's the same effect. But for the next video, I think we'll go ahead and look at, see which effects are in here and in the book, and just read them and see if they're the same, and then I might try with the videos. So those will be down below. And one thing I actually wanted to mention was I noticed, I don't know if it's because of the humidity or anything, but the corner of this book is a little ruined. So it's like dented in a way. So you can see that right there. Gonna contact Sean about that. Yeah, I'm guessing the humidity, because it is pretty hot where we are. And then right there, it's dented. So yeah. But otherwise than that, it's a really nice book. So that was Beyond Fantasy. So once again, I will contact Sean, and if he does say, yes, you can teach something out of this book, I would only teach probably, I don't know, not that many. I know for the last book, I taught, I think, 2 effects, so probably the same amount here. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this book. Something else I wanted to go over was actually a channel shout out and Instagram shout out. Now okay, so my family, we have a cat. He's a white flame point Siamese cat with blue eyes. His name is Oliver. He always goes with us in the stroller, whether it's to a store or just throughout the city or wherever. Now, people have been asking, does he have a YouTube channel? Does he have Instagram? Does he have all of these? And the answer is always no. Well, a few days ago, I think the day before this upload, 1 or 2 days before this upload, we finally decided to get him a YouTube and Instagram page. So I will leave those down below in the description. But for now, I wanted to show you guys right here. This is gonna be his YouTube and Instagram. YouTube, Oliver Travels, all one word, and Instagram, Oliver in a stroller. Maybe if I do it like this, you can see it. So those are gonna be his 2 social medias. So that is gonna be it for the cat. And one more thing now that I mentioned at the beginning is now I am officially done this semester with college. So now I want to upload more regularly. I'm thinking about uploading still on Saturday and Sunday. But I want to know your guys' opinion. Do you want me to upload, or would you like me to upload during the weekdays, so Monday through Friday? If you would, name what days down below you would. I don't want to do too many days because of Saturday and Sunday, but I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 days. So maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let me know what days. I will leave these 2 social medias, you could call them, down below in the description. I will leave the Divinations book review down below. I will leave the 2 tricks down below, and I will leave the table of contents down below. If Sean says I can teach stuff, I will. If he doesn't want me to teach anything, don't expect any uploads from this book, basically. And one more thing I always end my videos with is this. If you are new here and you haven't had a chance yet to enter the 300 subscriber shout out, and you would like a shout out, make sure you can right now while you still can. At the time of this recording, I think I'm around 298. So we are so close to 300. So whatever day I hit 300, I am gonna make the upload of the subscriber shout out. So I will leave that down below. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And also I will leave Sean's channel down below. And I will also leave his last video down below talking about this book. You don't want to miss that video. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.